Hello everyone, this is ICBs here, and today we're going to be talking about the Marvels. And I could sit here and talk about how happy I am that this movie failed, or how satisfying it is to see this movie that we all expected to crash and burn, in fact did crash and burn. But I just can't really bring myself to do that. Like I said in my previous video, the last time I made it, I talked about how I don't feel satisfaction. I knew that this movie was going to fail and it has failed, and I talked about how I feel like that this movie is like an old friend or an old rival that you absolutely hate, but over time you come back into your old city and you look at them and their life is absolutely miserable, and you would think that you would feel satisfied by looking at their miserable lives, but you don't feel any satisfaction. You just look at them and you feel absolutely horrible. You feel sad for them. That's what I feel about the Marvels. And to be honest, I haven't watched the movie yet, and I'm planning to watch it as soon as I can, but I just haven't found the time yet. So whenever that happens, I will definitely make a review. But if I haven't watched the movie yet, you might be sitting there wondering like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like, if I haven't watched the movie, then why the hell am I making this video? And you'd be right in thinking that, because I also thought about that, like, what am I going to say when I sit down and talk about this movie that I haven't watched? But I know that it failed pretty miserably. I've looked at the box office and I've heard some reviews from my favorite YouTubers, and I was watching this YouTuber's video. I think the channel's name is Captain Midnight, but I might be wrong about that. But he was explaining like how this movie is about Captain Marvel and her being such a strong character, and then at the same time her being unable to do the things that she wants, or the things that she wants to do but she still can't because she's just one individual. She might be really strong but she can't really do anything, which was my main criticism for the first movie. And man, there's just so much pain whenever I talk about the first movie, because unlike most people, I was actually hyped for the first movie. Man, like, I remember back in the old days in 2018, before the Captain Marvel came out, I was happy. I was hyped for that movie so much, so I was a fanboy. And unlike most Marvel fans, I wasn't really aware of Captain Marvel's rep and just how much of a controversial character she was in the comic books. I never knew that kind of a thing. So when Kevin Feige said that, hey, we're going to have a Superman-like character, but she's going to be a woman, I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Like, I was excited, but after I watched that movie, it just absolutely destroyed me, just how mediocre it was and how flawed Captain Marvel's character was. And going back to the second movie and how Captain Marvel's flaws and all that, so my criticism of the first movie was exactly that Captain Marvel never really had to face any kind of adversity. She just goes through the entire movie without struggling at all. She doesn't even break a sweat. All her enemies are so much weaker than them that I felt sorry for them. It's like the kind of characters that I like are the ones that can overcome adversity, and that they can show you that they can stand up to their adversity and they can become a better character as a result of that. Captain Marvel in the first movie didn't really go through that. She just was a character that was a woman, and she was extremely strong. And well, sadly that's about it. And when I watched Captain Midnight's video and he explained how this was kind of a bare skeletons of Captain Marvel's character arc in this movie, and they didn't really go through with that completely. It just felt like it was like an idea that was presented in the movie, but they didn't really commit to it. I felt like it was a big missed opportunity, because I do think that Marvel needs to go there with her character, that Marvel needs to explore Captain Marvel's vulnerability, because every character in a fictional comic book world can be as strong as the writer wants them to be, but only some of the few characters are really appealing, like Batman or Superman. Like, Superman has kryptonite, Batman is just a guy dressed up as a Batman trying to push himself to the limit so that he can fight crime and make his city a better place. It's those kinds of vulnerabilities that kind of makes these characters really lovable, really likable, and I just don't see that with Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel feels like a superficial character, at least in the first movie. I don't know the details of how they're dealing with her character in the second movie, but yeah, I'll definitely watch the movie whenever I get the chance to. And yeah, that brings us to the end of this video, where I'm going to talk about how terrible Marvel is right now. And I'm not a Marvel hater per se. Like, if someone watches my video, they might get the impression that, oh wait, this guy doesn't like Marvel. No, I'm a Marvel fanboy, man. I identified with Marvel superheroes. My favorite movie of all time is Avengers Infinity War. I think that movie is a goddamn masterpiece of cinema. And yeah, like, I love Marvel, but I just so sad to see where Marvel was and what it could have been and to what it is right now. Marvel was a giant juggernaut, and it is right now a shell of its former self. Not even a shell. It's like an egg splattered on the road. That's what it is. On that really sad note, imagine the picture of egg splattered on the road. That's where I'm deciding to end this video. And yeah, if you have stuck around this long in this video, I guess I can give you some updates about myself. And yeah, this is just for that special someone who decided to watch my entire video. A couple of days ago, I mentioned in one of my videos that I was looking for a job. I was in between job interviews. Yeah, congratulations to me, I got the job, so yay. And unfortunately, that also means that I'm going to be really busy from now on, so expect to see really horrible, uninspired videos from me from now on. Just like this video, like, you won't see any kind of top tier editing skills. It's just like clips of the trailer being played, and I didn't even write a script for this video. You can probably already tell from my absolutely horrible, all over the place speech in this video. So yeah, I'm probably going to be very lazy with my videos from now on, so I hope you can tolerate me. I hope you can watch my videos and not feel absolutely infuriated. So yeah, to that special someone who watched my video this far, I just want to say thank you. And as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And well, it's time for a goodbye.